You're watching Machindo's hometown station, HTV1.
Hello everyone, it's Brett Boyd from the Market House, where we have adjusted our hours to serve the community and keep our community and our associates safe. So now Market House is available to you from 9 until 6 every single day, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. with an exclusive shopping hour for seniors from 9 to 10. And don't forget our text shopping service as well, 517-234-2020. Market House is here for you.
Tired of having everyone know you're coming before you arrive because of your exhaust? If so, then it's time to call the experts at RS Custom Exhaust in Hillsdale. RS Custom Exhaust has all the tools and parts to make your vehicle quiet again. And for you sports car enthusiasts, if you're looking for the roar to be the king of the roads, RS Custom Exhaust can help you too. With free estimates and first-class service, RS Custom Exhaust has your vehicle covered. So stop and see them today, located at 1461 Vera Drive in Hillsdale.
From Machindo's news leader, this is HTV1 News at noon.
The COVID-19 numbers continue to jump higher as testing continues to increase and community spread begins to take hold. Well, good afternoon, Machindo. I am Scott Piena, and we do apologize for the delay. We had some technical difficulties today. The latest coronavirus figures released yesterday afternoon showed 13 cases in Branch County with an additional 30 at the Lakeland Correctional Facility, and the first death in Branch County. The Community Health Agency says that the death was an adult female, and WTVB says that at the same time, the Dutcher Funeral Home announced the death of the 89-year-old Nell Catherine Mullins of Coldwater, who passed away after her battle with the virus at Coldwater Regional Hospital. There are now 43 confirmed positive cases of the coronavirus in Hillsdale County, which is now once again the highest number in the Machindo area. A third person has also passed away in Hillsdale County, which the Community Health Agency says was an adult male, though no other details have been made available. In Lenawee County, there are now 31 positive cases, 1 reported recovery, and no deaths. There are now 8 positive cases in Steuben County and no deaths as of this morning. 5 cases have been reported as of yesterday in Fulton County and still just 1 case in Williams County, all of those with no deaths to report so far. In total, there are now 131 confirmed cases of the novel coronavirus across 6 counties of the Machindo area, including the Lakeland Correctional Facility. Now that number, if that number drops to 101, only counting permanent residents if we take the correctional facility out. Now there has been 5 deaths from the virus reported so far, all in either Branch or Hillsdale County. And that 1 recovery in Lenawee County is the only one officially reported so far, and no other health department in the area has made that figure public. The Hillsdale County death included in that latest number is most likely a resident at the Hillsdale County Medical Care Facility who died Saturday morning. The Hillsdale Daily News says the elderly man had multiple underlying health conditions. 2 other MCF residents have tested positive for the novel coronavirus, along with 3 members of the facility staff. Some viewers have raised concerns about health and safety practices at the facility in light of this news. Now, we'll be following up with the MCF officials and we'll report back to you when we have more information. Lenawee County's lack of coronavirus-related death continues after concerns that the recent deceased person had succumbed to the virus, but that testing has showed was not the case. The Adrian Daily Telegram and WLEN both report that the death of a 52-year-old male Raisin Township man was due to cardiac arrest, not COVID-19. Now, that determination was made by the man's primary health care provider on Friday. County officials had taken notice of the case after social media posts circulated suspecting the man had been a victim of the pandemic. And in fact, the final determination did include a note that COVID-19 had been officially suspected until the cause of death was known. The Michigan Department of Health and Human Services is conducting their own investigation and will decide whether or not to include the death in their pandemic count at a later date. The Steuben County Board of Commissioners is asking all out-of-town visitors to self-quarantine for 14 days after they get here. Now, on Friday, the commissioners sent a letter specifically to Steve Swick, the owner of Swick Broadcasting and WLEN in Angola, asking the station to announce the request. WLKI. Additionally, the Herald Republican says the county purchased time to display the same message on an electronic billboard owned by Swick on I-69 about 5 miles south of the state line. In all capital letters, the billboard says, quote, "Summer residents and guests, please practice 14-day quarantine." Commissioner Lynn Ledgley told the paper on Saturday that the county had received calls from Lake area residents who say people are coming here to get away from the highly concentrated urban areas and have been heavily impacted by the coronavirus, such as New York, which has been hardest hit in the United States so far. Now, the commissioner says that there's no proof that those who are coming here are sick, but the 14-day period in which the symptoms can present themselves poses a real concern. Commissioner Jim Crowell acknowledged that they do have more authority. They do not have any authority out of over-town state visitors than they do with the residents, but he says just want people to be safe. That acknowledgement is backed up by the ACLU of Indiana's website, which says government cannot enforce quarantines without a scientific reason. As for the billboard, the commissioners said that the Steuben County Health Department agreed on the purchase, and some Steuben County Council members were also aware of the buy. The decision was made outside of the public meeting, which officials say was justified due to it being in the best interest of community health. Ledgley says that the cost of that time will be discussed at tonight's board meeting of the commissioners' county meeting. Now, the influx of out-of-state towners is a significant concern to Steuben County, as well as the population usually swells from the 38,000 year-round residents to over 100,000 people during the summer months. The Telegram reports that the coronavirus patients from the Detroit area are being sent to ProMedica's Bixby Hospital in Adrian as Michigan attempts to spread out the burden of the outbreak. Bixby and Herrick Hospital President Dr. Julie Yarich says that they do have about 40% increased bed capacity for an influx at Bixby. Now, while she acknowledged that some patients have been transferred, she did not disclose the exact number. The Michigan Department of Health and Human Services has asked hospitals across the state to set aside 10% of their beds to help alleviate the strain on hospitals in Detroit, which is the epicenter of Michigan's outbreak. Yarich says the ProMedica has made Bixby and the company's COVID-19 hub, while Herrick Hospital is the secondary location. Most patient rooms at the hospital have been retrofitted as negative pressure isolation rooms to prevent further spread of the virus. Some good news this morning. WTVB says the Branch Area Food Pantry will be reopening tomorrow. Officials had closed the pantry for a week to determine how to protect everyone involved as the pandemic continues to grow. Distribution will continue from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. tomorrow until the 7th, April 7th, that is. Now, the facility has been sanitized and workers will be wearing masks and gloves. 2 Michigan National Guardsmen will also be on site to help. The pantry will also be distributing 200 Fresh Food Initiative boxes on Thursday from 10 a.m. until noon. The South Michigan Food Bank will also hold fresh food distribution for 6 weeks at the Ponderosa Steak parking lot in Coldwater. This starts Wednesday, and it will take place from 1 to 3 p.m. Now, they will also be handing out a limited supply of hygiene products and resource cards. Well, there's some more news right after this.
There's a reason that professionals shop at Jonesville Lumber. They expect quality, service, and knowledge. And that's exactly what they receive. For nearly 100 years, Jonesville Lumber has been family-owned. We take pride in serving our area with great products at competitive prices. We have dedicated project estimators in-house. that will help figure the materials needed to complete your next task at hand. Whether you're building your dream home, adding a pole barn, building a deck, updating your kitchen, or painting your front door, let Jonesville Lumber help you with your next project.
Authentic Mexican food is just a short drive away at El Cerrito in Coldwater and Hillsdale. The variety-packed menu has something for everyone, with classic Mexican dishes, El Cerrito specialties, and tasty treats for dessert. Don't forget the best margaritas in town with margarita specials Friday and Saturday. And carry-out ordering is great for work lunches or picking up dinner for the family. Make your next meal a fiesta for your taste buds at El Cerrito on Chicago Street in downtown Coldwater and Carlton Road in Hillsdale.
Well, a new directive from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services aims to speed up reporting of COVID-19 figures. The Associated Press says that the agency is now requiring funeral directors to initiate a death record and submit it to the attending physician within 24 hours. Doctors now have 24 hours to certify that record. DHHS Director Robert Gordon says public health officials need accurate information as soon as possible to make sound decisions and protect Michiganders. As expected, Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb has extended the Hoosier State's stay-at-home order. WLKI says that the previous order, which technically expires tonight, will be replaced with one that lasts another 2 weeks. Now, the state's public health emergency declaration has also been extended by 30 days, and Holcomb announced that the President Trump had approved a state of disaster for Indiana. Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer has issued an executive order that prevents employers from punishing or retaliating against employees who may have been exposed to the coronavirus. The order was signed and took effect Friday. Any employee who has had close contact with someone who has had symptoms or tested positive for the novel coronavirus is now allowed to stay home. That order will remain in effect until the state of emergency ends. Meanwhile, Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel has issued some tips amidst the rash of videos calls being hijacked. Now, with the growth of teleconferencing apps like Zoom, the FBI has received multiple reports of those calls being interrupted with pornographic content, hate speech, and images, or generally threatening language. Nessel says that the reporter in Michigan recently participated in a Zoom conference that was hijacked. A press release from the AG's office says that those interruptions could result in criminal charges under several statutes. In order to protect yourself from these incidents, authorities say you should not make meetings public, but instead require a password or use a waiting room feature to control who's allowed to take part. You should not share links to your video calls on public social media posts or web pages, but provide a link directly to attendees. Screen sharing should also be available to hosts only. Make sure that everyone involved is using the most recent version of the software, and you should ensure that your organization's telework policy includes requirements for physical and information security. Two related California companies have been ordered to stop marketing products in Michigan, which Attorney General Dana Nessel says are fake COVID-19 testing kits. Nessel's office says VitaStick and Stronghold Incorporated are both registered in Las Vegas, but actually operate in Beverly Hills. A complaint to the AG's office reported that the company's websites were promoting at-home coronavirus test kits that promised to be 96.3% accurate and gives results in 15 minutes at the cost of $25 each. No such kits have been approved by the FDA, and the Federal Trade Commission has warned consumers that all promotions like this are scams. The business owners claims that the kits are currently undergoing the approval process at the FDA, but officials at the FDA had no knowledge of the owner or the kits. Nessel had sent a cease and desist letter to the companies demanding that they stop selling the kits in Michigan and refund any consumers who may have purchased one. Now, the company has responded saying that they will comply. Federal authorities may take further action in this case. A major Midwest retailer has mandated daily health screenings for all of their employees. WWMT says Meijer made that announcement on Friday. Each employee will be required to have their temperature taken and complete a health assessment questionnaire at the start of their shift. Those who pass all screening questions do not have an elevated temperature will be allowed to work. Those who do not pass the screening process will not be allowed to work for 14 days. Meijer President and CEO Rick Keys said nothing is more important than keeping employees and customers safe. We'll be right back right after this.
The Saucy Dogs is the name and barbecue is the game. Come on down for a good time and some great food. At Saucy Dogs, try our barbecue nachos or our tasty ribs. We'll have you howling for more. Saucy Dogs, downtown Jonesville.
Does your vehicle sound like a tractor putting down the road? Then you need to see the experts at RS Custom Exhaust in Hillsdale. They will give you a free estimate along with first-class customer service. They custom make any exhaust needed for your vehicle. Stop and see them today, located at 1461 Vera Drive in Hillsdale.
Hello everyone, it's Brett Boyd from the Market House, where we have adjusted our hours to serve the community and keep our community and our associates safe. So now Market House is available to you from 9 until 6 every single day, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. with an exclusive shopping hour for seniors from 9 to 10. And don't forget our tech shopping service as well, 517-234-2020. Market House is here for you.
A Tecumseh family is homeless today after their home was destroyed in a fire. The Telegram says it happened around 11:15 yesterday morning on Stinton Street. Now the fire crews arrived on the scene, found the heavy flames coming from the two-car blaze, and the blaze had already spread to the attic. Second alarm brought in the assistance from several other area fire departments. Everyone made it out safely, but their home suffered extensive damage, and Tecumseh Assistant Fire Chief Scott Long said there was no firewalls between the garage and the attic, so the flames had already gotten into the upper space before any crews had shown up. Two cars in the garage were completely destroyed. The living area was also heavily damaged, but the owners were able to retrieve some personal items after the fire was put out. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Another fire in Lenawee County destroyed a home that was up for sale in Fairfield Township. The Telegram says that happened just after 10 o'clock on Thursday night on Treat Highway. Now, Madison Township Assistant Fire Chief Nick Wilson said that the blaze seemed to have started at the back corner of the structure at the rear of the house, and that the structure was already heavily damaged when the first crews arrived. Now, the building is still standing but is considered a total loss. Emergency personnel left the scene about 2 hours later. That fire also still remains under investigation. Also over the weekend, a Madison Township convenience store was destroyed by a fire. The Telegram says the firefighters were called to the Lightning Quick building at the corner of Parr Highway and East Maumee Street just after 6 o'clock Saturday morning. That fire seems to have started in the upper level. One resident of the apartments on the second floor were able to get out safely, while the other resident was not home at the time. No one is staying with the family. One is staying with the family, and the other is being helped by the Red Cross. Tankers are called in to support tower trucks because the area's fire hydrants could not provide the needed water pressure. An excavator had to be called in to tear down the front of the building to access additional hot spots. That fire also remains under investigation. A garage collapsed in Williams County, Brady Township, after a fire was started by a backfiring lawnmower. The Bryan Times says it happened just after 11:30 Friday morning on the Ohio 7000 block of County Road 15.50. Now, a neighbor who was using the garage started the lawnmower, which backfired, setting fire to some hay. Aside from destroying the garage, the ensuing blaze melted siding, charred walls, and caused smoke damage to the adjacent home, which was unoccupied. No one was injured or transported, and the home was insured. A crash that happened Friday afternoon between a school bus and a passenger vehicle had been sent to the Lenawee County Prosecutor's Office for a review. WLEN says that the Adrian Public School bus was delivering lunches for APS students. when the driver of the passenger vehicle turned southbound from Michigan Street onto Division Street and hit the bus in the northbound lane. The driver of the car refused treatment, and neither of the bus's 2 occupants were injured. Officials do not believe drugs or alcohol were involved, but they say that the driver of the passenger vehicle may have been distracted and they were driving with a suspended license. If the prosecutor's office decides to press charges, it could be several weeks before a court date is set due to the coronavirus pandemic. Well, we'll be back with some uplifting news on HTV1 right after this.
El Cerrito's variety-packed menu has something for everyone. With generous servings and lots of flavor, you'll think of it as a fiesta for your taste buds. Dine in or carry out at El Cerrito on Chicago Street in downtown Coldwater and Carlton Road in Hillsdale.
There's a reason that professionals shop at Jonesville Lumber. They expect quality, service, and knowledge. And that's exactly what they receive. For nearly 100 years, Jonesville Lumber has been family-owned. We take pride in serving our area with great products at competitive prices. We have dedicated project estimators in-house that will help figure the materials needed to complete your next task at hand. Whether you're building your dream home, adding a pole barn, building a deck, updating your kitchen, or painting your front door, let Jonesville Lumber help you with your next project.
The Saucy Dogs is the name and barbecue is the game. Come on down for a good time and some great food. At Saucy Dogs, try our barbecue nachos or our tasty ribs. We'll have you howling for more. Saucy Dogs, downtown Jonesville.
The coronavirus is causing many events to be canceled, but it's not stopping a Wisconsin woman from celebrating her 100th birthday. Dozens of family, friends, and people from the community showed up to support for the Geraldine or Jerry Olson. Now, Carly Swisher spoke to the birthday girl and family members about adjusting the big day to fit social distancing rules.
Oh, this one takes the cake.
Thank you. Thank you.
Geraldine Olson, or Jerry as her friends and family call her, is celebrating her 100th birthday.
Happy birthday to you. 100 years!
But because of social distancing, Jerry's birthday plans had to be adjusted.
Initially, we planned to for sure have the great-grandkids and great-great-grandkids go by. And then when I put out a post on Facebook, we were thinking maybe some family friends who know her would want to join in. And we never anticipated what it turned into.
On Sunday, dozens of friends, family, and people from the community drove their cars past Jerry's house to wish her a happy birthday.
Boy, I feel like a celebrity of some kind. Well, I am looking on my crown.
It was a bigger turnout than anyone imagined.
Seeing how many people in these circumstances came out for someone who they don't even know, a lot of them, just to spread joy and to spread love.
A woman that has touched many people's lives.
Brings us all together and keeps us bonded.
Friends and family wanted to give Jerry the birthday she deserves.
Birthday wishes from all over the country, actually, on Facebook for her and everything. You know, because people will share it and this person shares it. And so we've had cards and wishes from all over.
All to show her how much she is loved.
Oh my gosh. Words can't express it. They all come out for me, no matter what. Not just because I'm 100, they come out otherwise too.
Even though it wasn't the 100th birthday party anyone had pictured.
We of course had a celebration planned that will postpone until the world is safer and healthier again. But for now, this is the next best thing.
I'm very fortunate, but I don't think I'll make 200.
Well, those are today's top stories. We'll see you back here tomorrow for HTV1 News at noon. We'll make sure we're on at noon, so don't forget, you can find more news in our live streams 24/7 at HTV1.net. For all of us here, I'm Scott Pienta. You guys enjoy the rest of your afternoon and have a great day, everyone.
Tired of having everyone know you're coming before you arrive because of your exhaust? If so, then it's time to call the experts at RS Custom Exhaust in Hillsdale. RS Custom Exhaust has all the tools and parts to make your vehicle quiet again. And for you sports car enthusiasts, if you're looking for the roar to be the king of the roads, RS Custom Exhaust can help you too. With free estimates and first-class service, RS Custom Exhaust has your vehicle covered. So stop and see them today, located at 1461 Vera Drive in Hillsdale.
Hello everyone, it's Brett Boyd from the Market House, where we have adjusted our hours to serve the community and keep our community and our associates safe. So now Market House is available to you from 9 until 6 every single day, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. with an exclusive shopping hour for seniors from 9 to 10. And don't forget our tech shopping service as well, 517-234-2020. Market House is here for you.